Welcome back. You are still watching Women's Forum and we are discussing inclusive education. To ensure that all children enjoy their basic human rights without discrimination, disability inclusion should be mainstreamed in all policies and plans. This applies to education systems, which need to promote inclusion by ensuring the presence, participation, and achievement of all children, including children with disabilities. So, what are you doing to ensure that children with disabilities are not discriminated? As a ministry, what are you doing to do?
The General Education Act is a document that guides all the gives rights to every child and also guide every individual who is involved in the education in the Republic of South Sudan to ensure that children with the different disabilities are not discriminated. There is no discrimination whatsoever. Only what is happening is that we see that because the lack of preparation, the inability of the system in order to address the needs of children with the disability become a discriminatory factor. And because of that, we realize that then we need to reorganize ourselves, to train ourselves in order to eliminate this kind of discriminatory activity. I mean, inability for us to include them. And that is what I said earlier, that the system has to evolve into into a system that become encompassing, or at least become enabling for every actor, for every individual that is able to enhance the needs of these people with the different disabilities.
Yeah, that is, you are talking from the side of the government. Also, in our communities, there are discriminations. It's happening. So what can we do as a part of the community?
Every year on the 3rd of December, the international community celebrate the day. It marks the day for the people with a disability, all ranges of disabilities. And that is the moment in which different actors, civil society organization, our government, local authority, and all actors in the society at different levels are able to raise concern about discriminatory act that alienate individual members or these particular members in the society from enhancing the benefit that the society gives to every citizen. So we are saying that even at the community level, children used to be tied back. Those children with disability and those who are better off are sent to school. We are saying no. This child has a potential like the same child that can see or that can hear. So bring that child to school. And also for the system, for the institution to accept them. And also, not only that, we, in terms of employability, you don't need to say that I cannot take this person. I cannot take this person because this person is blind or she is deaf. No, that is already a crime against humanity. It is against that human being. That person should be judged by the potential, by the academic achievement that this person has achieved. This person can become anything. He can become a minister, can become a CEO, can become a director, can become a presenter in this studio, in this SSBC, as long as he is able to deliver. So we are creating this. It is a new transformation. The society, especially South Sudan, has been much focused on the discrimination or human right or women right. Now it is time for us to tailor these particular rights. It is not just enough to say that, oh, women rights are being violated and all this. But now we need to create those, to eliminate those obstacles that hinder the capability, the potentiality of these people. I'm not only talking of women or girls, I'm talking of every human being in South Sudan who happen to be within the category of the people that we are talking about. And that the system, the Republic of South Sudan, the institution that is mandated to create this capability for all the people of South Sudan has realized this problem, and it is fixing itself. And I'm telling you, as an authority, that the Ministry of General Education, with the leadership of the Honorable Minister and the blessing of both the Cabinet Ministers and also the National Parliament, has already given us the mandate in order for us to address an inclusive education system in South Sudan. And this is what we are tasked with. Our challenge is resources. So if we are unable to do what we can do today, what we are supposed to do today, it's not because we are negligent, but because the resources, it becomes a hindrance for us to. Even within the current budget that is being discussed, and from the Global Partnership for Education Fund that we have been implementing since 2012, for the first time this year we have allocated money for inclusive education, and that is going to address those particular resources, be it Braille or be it other papers. They have particular learning and teaching material that they have always lacked, and we are happy to say that now we have available fund that will address this. Not only that, it will also address the training of teachers who will be able to add more into the number of the teachers that have been struggling in Rajab School of the Blind. So we need to see these teachers in every part of South Sudan, in every school of South Sudan, that they will be able to enhance and develop the capabilities of our, not only the children in the school. We know that there are disabilities that come at the late age or adulthood. We also need to tailor, to prepare ourselves in order to address the needs of these particular people who happen to, during their lifetime or during their adulthood, become impaired in one way or another, so that we are able to create an inclusive environment for them.
So, Agustino, do you have an addition to that?
Yes, I think it is said that disability is not inability. Disability can be inability when the person is not given access. So what is very important is the access. And the education, I think it is for all. The UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities have enshrined, have stipulated all the rights. Like in Article 24, they have mentioned right to education and all other rights. So it is a right for all. So the persons with disabilities have a right to access education as any person. The problem is the negative attitude of the society. But in the recent time, because of awareness, people are now coming to understand that when this child is given opportunity, tomorrow he or she may also contribute. Even in the family, it may not bring a burden to the family. And I think the good example is that we have now persons, the visually impaired persons, who have graduated, they are employed. Now they are taking care of their families. So they are contributing to the development of their families and to the development of the nation as a whole. The problem is because you see, especially in South Sudan, the education issues of persons with disabilities are not brought into consideration. But in the rest of the countries, I think education of persons with disabilities is considered of vital. But the problem here, because we have been concentrating in war, and especially in South Sudan, it was only when the Norwegian Association of the Blind and Partially Sighted opened the first school. It was by then it was a rehabilitation center. It was in 1982. So after that, that school was upgraded into a primary school. That was where people start to realize that there is something in these people. But otherwise, without that, up to now, I think it is still, I don't know whether the government may think. But that initiative came from the Norwegian Association of the Blind and Partially Sighted to create that school. And that school resulted to that to the creation of Rajab, a basic school for the blind. And now I think the government is aware of the areas of intervention. What is, I think it's necessary, it is to train more teachers.
Okay.
Because this school is now only, it is benefiting only, it is only a few people who are within Juba town. But when you go to the rest of the states, there are many of them, but they are just staying like that.
An access.
So there's a need. This is why we, as DPOs, we are advocating that Rajab School for the Blind, it is not enough.
Okay.
We need the teachers to be trained in the rest of the states so that they can handle the issues of the blind persons there or the hearing impaired.
Okay.
So I think this is what we are after.